family. Your girl is back. Desiree D. Ray Wise here, burning up outside in this sun, but I am enjoying it. Listen, I want to talk to you really quickly about how you need to be springing into your manifestation and about why now is the perfect time to start creating your reality, okay? Now is the perfect time to start that creation process intentionally and on purpose, right? So, first of all, if you have not had the chance to go and look at my Divine Timeline Masterclass, I want to encourage you to go and watch that. Whether you are a man or a woman, that class is going to give you an understanding about the importance of time, about the importance of divine timing, right? So all you have to do to be able to get that masterclass, all you have to do is click the link in my bio or description, go to my website. It's going to pop right up. All you have to do is put your email in and you will be able to download that class so that you can see how spiritually things are always aligning. Spiritually, we are always being given the download of what spiritual work that we should be doing that is going to support us with the divinity, right? And so whether we understand this or not, Mother Earth, nature, is always reflecting to us the spiritual work that we need to be doing. Okay? Nature, as above, so below, as within, so without, is always, always, always taking place. And so, as we are about to spring, right? As we are entering, it's the month of March now, which is symbolic of springtime, which is why I'm outside right now with this sun beating down on my head, right? With this black dress on. I'm hot, okay? I'm hot. But I'm enjoying the sun, right? I'm enjoying the sun. I got my green juice with me, so we're getting it in. But at the end of the day, what I know from experience is that when you align your spiritual practice, your spiritual work with the seasons, with Mama Earth, with Daughter Earth, with whatever you want to call it, with nature, when you align your spiritual practices with nature, you are divinely supported in your manifestation, in your healing, and in your transformation. So, in the winter, December, January, and February, you all, like me, were supposed to be focusing on releasing, detoxing, cleansing, clearing, hibernating, and really figuring out and understanding what are the things that you need to let go of in order for you to align with the desires of your heart. We were supposed to be in our fasting phase. We were supposed to be in our internal phase where we are tuned into ourselves. We're paying attention to ourselves. We're connecting with our shadow selves. That's the work that we were supposed to be doing in the winter. And that is the work that I've been doing, okay? I've been fasting. I've been doing shadow work. I even did a mushroom trip. Like, there's been just internal work that I've been doing, okay? Let me know in the chat if y'all have been doing that work. Okay? And then when y'all come in, say, hey. I know this is an impromptu live, but we got to talk about it so that you all are prepared to thrive in this new season. Okay? So, today is March 1st, and March really welcomes us into that spring season. And it's so lovely. It's nice, it's hot, the birds are chirping, the flowers are starting to show up, and all of these beautiful things. The sun is shining, and spiritually, we are supposed to be doing that work as well. And what we call that, right, when the birds start to come out, the sun starts to shining, the flowers start to spring, what we call that is manifestation. Okay? The spring season is all about you sowing the seeds. Okay? It's about you sowing the seeds. It's about you allowing yourself to be seen, allowing yourself to be heard, and allowing yourself to show up in the manifestation that you want to bring forward, in the manifestation that you want to spring forward, in the manifestation that you want to blossom and that you want to bloom. Okay? And so now is the time. It's time to start right now. Okay? And so I don't know about y'all. And y'all can let me, come on now, bugs. Don't be messing with me now. I don't know about y'all, but I've been feeling really good about what I'm creating, what I'm manifesting, and the desires of my heart. I've been feeling, and I've been divinely supported in working through it and working through the shadow aspects that I have to overcome in order to tap into my greatness, in order to tap into my manifestation. That's why the spring season was so valuable. The winter season is so valuable. And technically, we're still in winter, okay? Technically, because spring doesn't technically start until we have the spring equinox, or what they call the vernal equinox, technically speaking. But we are feeling the energy of spring right now, which is why I want to invite y'all to join Dream and I on a 21-day transformational manifestation intensive. So for 21 days in our Patreon community, we are going hard about everything you need to know in order for you to transform and become aligned with your manifestations. And then by the end of the 21 days, baby, you are going to be seeing your manifestations come to pass. And what I mean by that is when you start to do the work, you start to see the synchronicities, you start to see the correspondences, you start to see glimpses of what you want show up. But not only that, you start to manifest wins. And you have to understand, family, that small wins lead to big wins. And so throughout the month of March, we want to show y'all how to tap into those small wins. So throughout the entire spring season, okay, March, April, May, throughout the entire spring season, you seeing all of the shit that you want bloom and blossom and come into manifestation. But it starts right now. It starts by the work that you are doing right now. So now is the perfect time to start creating your reality. Okay? Bugs keep on flying on me, y'all, and I just got to deal with it. All right? So, here's what y'all need to know. Here's what you need to know first and foremost. One, during your winter season, you should have been identifying some of those shadow aspects about yourself so that you can purge them, so that you can cleanse them and release yourself of it. I'll tell y'all one of mine that I made peace with, right? I had to make peace with, and this just happened recently, but I had to understand and make peace with my relationship to time. Let's just say that. My relationship to time management, right? How quickly I do something, getting to places on time and doing things like that. Fortunately, this winter season allowed me to see that. Okay? This winter season allowed me to see how I need to do better with time if I want to manifest some of the goals and the desires that I have for this spring season. Okay? So right now, family, I need you to be understanding what some of those qualities are about you and for you. So for me, it was timing, my timing. All right? And so as I'm working on my timing and as I'm accepting that that is a shadow aspect of mine and I integrate that into my being, now is not something that is at play in my life in the background and that is affecting my manifestation. Okay? Let me tell y'all something, okay? When you don't have clarity on some of those shadow aspects that are dwelling inside of you, because let me tell y'all, it's not all about those heavy emotions like jealousy, envy, anger, rage, right? Those things, we see that. You see that clear as day. It's obvious. But there are some shadow aspects that are at play that are blocking your manifestation, like I was saying, timeliness, procrastination, judgment, criticism, okay? Those qualities affect your manifestation. And so before you even start to think about everything that you want to create, you have to integrate into your being your light and your dark. And now is the perfect time to have, an understanding of that and start doing the work so that in March, when you are desiring to bloom and blossom and let your light shine, okay, all of the old stuff that's been keeping you stuck and stagnant, all of that old stuff fades away, okay? Or you use it for your growth, you use it for your power. So I want to make this very clear for y'all, because this is something that you can take away right now and utilize. And this is just a glimpse into what you will receive in our Patreon 21-day transformational manifestation intensive. This is just a glimpse. Hear me out. During the winter season, you have to understand how this shit works, okay? All right? Divine timing is literally always at play. Everything is always happening in divine order, but you can speed up your manifestations when your desires are in alignment with spirit, okay? So for me, throughout the entire winter season, all I wanted was healing, transformation, and recognizing aspects about myself that were standing in the way of my greatness. Now, because that was my desire, that's exactly what I received, because it's in alignment with winter. Winter season is all about going within, looking at yourself, piercing into the darkness. That's why there's not a lot of sun out in the winter season, because you're supposed to get comfortable within your darkness. Okay? And so that's the work that I was doing in the winter. Now we are in a transitional phase. We're moving from winter into spring, which is a great time to be integrating your darkness with your light. Before I keep going, let me know if you follow me. I need you to be following me. Let me know in the chat. Say, we got you, sis. We hear you. We are right here with you. Y'all let me know in the chat while I take a sip of this green juice. Let me know. All right? We are in a transitional phase where we are getting glimpses of the spring. You see that sun that's just beautifully residing on this brown skin, okay? That's that spring energy coming through. Okay? But technically, we're still in the winter season. So we have to combine the two, the dark and the light, the shadow self with the conscious self, okay? That's what we're doing, all right? I'm getting some thumbs up. Y'all are feeling me. You got it. Let's keep going. So I've identified a shadow aspect about myself that potentially could stand in the way of my spring manifestation. And that quality for me, and y'all, I've saw multiple. Don't get it twisted. We all have we all are encompassing every single energy quality in existence. We all have it within us. So that's a big thing to accept, okay? So my main quality that I want to focus on right now as I'm integrating my light and as I'm focusing on my manifestation is time management, okay? When I show up, how long I stay into one specific thing, recognizing when it's time to move on, time, all right? As you are integrating your darkness, right? As you are integrating your shadow, You have to understand how that shadow aspect has served you. So for me specifically, doing things sporadically and femininely, right? Because the divine feminine, honey, time, what is that? The divine feminine energy bends literally time and space. The divine feminine energy is not contained by time. It's not a thing for us. It's not a thing for me. Like, I just be moving forward with the idea that everything will happen in divine timing. Everything will happen when it's supposed to happen. And that is true. But we have to have balance within our masculine and our feminine, okay? And so I was leaning heavy in the feminine with go with the flow and it'll be what it'll be. And my spirit was like, but sis, if time didn't matter to you, if time wasn't a trigger, if time didn't have anything to do with your shadow, when DreamWise talks to you about time management, it wouldn't make you feel any type of way, okay? And so because my conversations with Dream would trigger something in me, it would make me feel some type of way, some irritation, I was like, oh, this is something that I actually need to work on. So if you need to understand what specific shadow quality you need to integrate, your triggers will tell you that. Because if something does not bother you, it has no bearing on your life. If it doesn't cause you any emotion, any frustration, irritation, anything like that, then it's good. It's not something that you have to give energy to. But if it does, then it is something that you need to give energy to. So the gift of moving on my own timing and doing things when I want to do them, the gift of that was I was and I am able to tap into spirit, able to tap into that flow, able to tap into that chaos, able to channel easily. Okay? I could just tap into spirit without planning. I was talking to one of my sacred sisters about this. I was telling her this. I was like, when I used to work at the school, honey, lesson planning, that took up time. I was like, I don't want to do no lesson plans. I'm not doing all of that. I'm just going to show up to this school, and whatever comes to me, and that's what we're going to do. So I would always show up to school right before the bell rings without a plan as to how I'm going to teach these kids or what I'm going to teach them. But I always knew and I always trusted that God, the divine, my higher self, my spirit team, my spirit guides, I always trusted that they were going to give me what I needed to not even just get through the day, but to have a fairly good day. But my spirit is like, do you just want to be good or do you want to be great? Do you want to exceed and be exceptional and to create something that is amazing and dynamic? If you do, you have to balance out the masculine, which is timely, and the feminine, which is intuitive, chaos, downloads. Do we understand? Okay? So the gift in that shadow aspect that I was able to tap into in the winter, the gift of it is that it made me a very intuitive person. The gift of it is that it made me to be somebody that when I hear the voice of my higher self, I just listen, I just do, and I just trust it. And I just know that it's going to work out. The gift of not being so timely and so organized is that it made me to be a person that just relies on spirit completely. But in order for me to get to where I gotta go this spring, in order for me to manifest the depths of greatness and abundance that I see for myself, in order for me to do that, I gotta balance that energy out. So my higher self was like, if you showed up 10, 15, 20 minutes before you got to do something, not only is the channels and the downloads are still going to come through, but now you get to strategize exactly how you want to deliver the channels, the downloads, the spiritual messages to create greater impact with whoever it is you're dealing with. To create greater impact in your life, your home life, your kids' lives, your clients' lives, your student. I can create greater impact if I align humanity's time with my divine channels and downloads. If I can bring together the downloads and this wheel of time that does affect us, if I bring those things together, my manifestations are going to supersede. Okay? My manifestations are going to come to pass so beautifully. And you know it's a fact. I just got a notification on my phone that says abundance and prosperity flow to me easily and effortlessly. That's the notification that just popped up on my phone. And let me tell you how spirit works. On the top, it says time sensitive. All I can do is just tell y'all what spirit be channeling. Okay? I got a notification, and I talked about this, and we're going to talk about this in Patreon, right? We're going to talk about this in Patreon, how to use technology to support your manifestations. So on my phone, I have reminders that come up that are with affirmations on them. So that's an affirmation. Abundance and prosperity flow to me easily and effortlessly. And on my phone, I'm going to take a screenshot. Let me see. Got it. I'm going to share that with the Patreon family so that y'all can know that this shit is real. Okay? It says time sensitive. Abundance and prosperity flows to me easily and effortlessly. What does that say? That says to you here multiple things. One, this message that I'm delivering to y'all is a spiritual channel. Two, it says that the downloads that I'm receiving for my own life are in alignment with what spirit has in store for me. This says to me that if I am sensitive with my time, ooh, come on, spirit. If I am peculiar and specific about how I manage my time, showing up earlier, waking up earlier, ending them ending them complimentary calls after 15 minutes. If your coaching session is 30 minutes, at that 30-minute mark, baby, we got to get off the call, okay? If your consultation is 1 hour long, we got to get off at the 1 hour. If I am sensitive and peculiar with my time, the abundance and the prosperity will flow to me easily and effortlessly. This is spiritual work. And this is what I desire to my core. This is what I desire to my core to give you on a consistent basis. But not only give it to you, my desire is for you to be able to see these things for yourself. My desire is for you to be like, damn, spirit, okay, I see you. And then not only that, you move in it. You live in it. You allow that to become your being, where you align your spiritual practices with the seasons. You get on that divine timeline. You stop being afraid of seeing the fullness of yourself. And you really have faith that if you do the work, if you push yourself, you get a little bit uncomfortable, you invest in yourself. If you do that, the desires of your heart shall come to pass. There is no other option. Spirit is giving me more messages that are for me. I ain't going to share with y'all. I'm going to share with y'all another day. But it's so beautiful. So, now's the time. Now is the time to start creating your reality. And what I mean by that is, now is the time for you to integrate those qualities about yourself that maybe you are like, no, I don't like that. Honey, I would tell Dreamwise, oh, baby, I just go with the flow. Everything just happens in divine timing. And it's true. But Spirit was like, baby, you need to add some masculinity into that thing. You are a whole being. So just like you do things just like you can be untimely, the opposite side of that is being timely. Just like you can be impatient, the opposite of that is patient. Just like you, like both of these things, both of these energies exist at the same damn time. And we have to balance them out. We have to integrate them. Okay? We have to balance it out. We have to integrate them. All right? And so now is the time for you to start creating your reality. You've always been creating your reality, but a lot of times what you've focused on hasn't been in alignment with the divine, right? Like, let's say winter season. It's winter time and you're supposed to be focusing on what you're purging, what you're releasing. You're supposed to be focusing on that identity shift, that identity switch. You're supposed to be focusing on becoming a new person in the winter. You're supposed to be like a snake who is shedding its skin during the winter season. So that when the spring season come out, baby, you come into the scene like, who this? Yes, it's me. I'm back. Better. I'm better. I done integrated all of that shit that I was avoiding and denying myself. I done integrated it. I'm living more in my fullness and in my wholeness. Okay? So right now, with it still technically being winter, but we're entering March and we're about 20 days away. We're about 19 days away from the official spring equinox where we officially enter spring. Now is the time to start creating your reality by integrating that winter energy with the spring energy. And what I'm so grateful for is that Dream and I and the Patreon family, we are going to be doing this work, right? The way that I was able to understand that within my mind and within my being, I want to share that with you, right? I want to share that with you. I want you to experience that too, so that that divine timing and that divine manifestations is coming to pass beautifully in your life. This spiritual work does not have to be like, it don't gotta be all of that. You can look around, as within, so without, as above, so below. You can look around and observe what it is that you need to be doing internally. And so in Patreon, for the entire month of March, we are going hard in the transformation, okay, because it's called transformational manifestation intensive. So it starts off with the transformation. And so everything that I just revealed to y'all about myself is a part of the transformation. And that transformation leads to manifestation. So we're going to be diving into transformation, how to know what it is you need to transform about yourself to align with your manifestation, right? How to count your small wins, right? How to really see when the divine is at play in your life and it's opening up things for you, and how to have gratitude in those moments, and how to allow that to just overflow, bloom, and blossom, right? We're going to be talking about desire. We're going to be talking about the heart chakra, how the chakras impact your manifestation, okay? We're going to be dealing with all of that. And we're going to have 3 live sessions for the Patreon family, strictly focusing on manifestation, okay? So if you're not already a Patreon member, I don't know what you doing. I don't know where you at. Like, you should have been a Patreon member. Like, it's lit, okay? But for all of y'all who are Patreon members already, we love you. We appreciate you. Thank y'all so much. And now's the time. Now's the time to, okay, oh my God. Y'all, like, do flies bite? Because this one fly keep landing on me, and I swear it's biting me. I feel like something entering my skin, okay? Y'all let me know, okay? Because this dude is getting on my nerves, okay? Anyways, I absolutely love and adore you all. Yeah, this fly is definitely doing something. He definitely trying to get at me. So I'm wrapping up this video. Anywho's, y'all make sure y'all tap in on the Patreon. We're gonna see y'all. Also, let me tell y'all some good juicy stuff before I go. One, I am launching my first podcast tonight. Y'all stay tuned. Tonight, my first podcast is going to be launching on YouTube. It's called the Sacred Sister Circle Podcast. And it is where spiritual women like you, like me, we come together and we have spiritual talk about our sacred work, right? About the spiritual work that we're doing, about our spiritual gifts, powers, talents, all of that good stuff. That is launching tonight, 7 p.m. It's going to be premiering. Y'all tap in. I love that. Or if you just want to listen because you're actually into podcasts, you can hear us on Spotify and you can hear us on Apple Podcasts. Tap in with it. And then lastly, y'all, it's March 1st. The Sacred Sister Circle enrollment starts for the Sacred Sister Circle on March 8th. We are going to do an open house. Y'all stay tuned for that. Make sure you're a part of my email list. If you know you need that spiritual community, if you know that sisterhood is something that you've been craving, because maybe you like me and you don't have a sister. I don't have a biological sister. I didn't get one this lifetime, okay? I got 4 brothers and a close cousin, all men, okay? That's what I got. I didn't get sisters this lifetime. Funny enough, Dream Wise doesn't have sisters, so I didn't even manifest a sister-in-law that way, right? I do got some women who my brothers are dating, and we trying to see if we can develop that sacred sisterhood. I don't know. We working on it, okay? Or maybe you have a sister. Maybe you have a biological sister, but y'all's relationship has been strained. They don't understand your path. They don't understand your journey. They don't understand who you really are. They want to keep you little sis or big sis from the 90s. They want to keep you back there being her, and you ain't her no more, but you still crave that sisterhood. You still crave to have powerful conversations with other women who get this spiritual path. The Sacred Sister Circle is for you. It's launching. Enrollment is going to be opening up next week, so stay ready. Our first session is going to happen on the spring equinox, okay? I don't want to overwhelm y'all with too much stuff for now. Focus on how you're integrating that shadow self with your light. Focus on how you are integrating your those things that you hid about yourself. Focus on how you're integrating that with your desires. We're here to support you with it. Dream and I love you. And, you know, this is our passion. This is our purpose. So join us on Patreon. Dream has dropped the link. The link is also in my description. And I'll see y'all over there in Patreon, in the book club. I'll see y'all there. All right. Peace and love. Enjoy y'all's Wednesday. Happy March. Happy March 1st. It's a new month, new beginnings. It's time to tap in. Okay. Peace.